What's going on, everybody? It is your Director of Revenue, Abby Souffrant, and I have a special guest again. Y'all know I'm only bringing y'all the best of the best, and y'all better treat them right, okay? Because they good people. So today I have a guest, Shanna Rivers, out of North Carolina. And so, Shanna, please tell us about yourself and your business.
Thank you, Abby, for this opportunity. My name is Shanna Rivers, and I am the founder of SMR Financial Solutions. And we are a credit repair company that actually teaches financial literacy as well as educate you on all things credit.
Whew, that is fire. Listen, we need that. Shoot, I need it. I need it. The children need it. So, who would you say is your target audience? Who are you are teaching about financial literacy? Who you talking to?
I am teaching everyone. And I say
Okay.
everyone because it is not just for those people that have messed up their credit. It is for anybody that's looking to obtain credit, to use credit. And today we need it for everything. So whether it
Hmm.
is, say, in my personal life, if I'm getting ready to go purchase something, I need to look at my credit and make sure it's what I think it's supposed to look like before I go in there. I need to be
Hmm.
aware of what they're going to see before they get to me
Mm.
because it determines the rate at which you're going to pay that back. So you need to know what's on your credit.
Hmm. So, like, if I'm if I have decent credit and I want to go,
Mhm.
let's say, get another credit card, another yeah, I want to get another credit card. Do you like set up a plan in which like you can help us kind of maximize our credit portfolio? Like in 3 months, I want you to apply for this particular card or a card that has like these stipulations. And then in 6 months, apply for this. Like, do you create like a roadmap? Because I know a lot of times we kind of get bombarded with like the solicitations by mail and the 0% and this, that, and the third. And sometimes some people just get overwhelmed or they get excited, they want me. My credit must be good, and that's why they sent it to me. But a lot of times they just sent it out because that's your name and you in this area and they're trying to solicit people specifically in this area. So for those of us who might be a little confused, do you help us create like a roadmap kind of success with our credit journey so that we're just not out here just swimming on dry land?
Yes. So we do create a roadmap for you. We actually, once you sign up, we do have a monthly meeting with you to tell you where you are, what has taken place since the last time we've talked, and
Hmm.
next steps. And the importance of that is at the very beginning, you need to know what's on your credit report so that
Hmm.
you can dispute anything that's not correct. It could be something as simple as my name is not Shauna T. Rivers. That's not me. I've never
Mm.
applied for something that's Shauna T. Rivers. It's not Shauna River. That's not me. I've never applied for something that's Shauna River. So simple mistakes like that can cost you, especially if somebody's name is similar to yours and you have inquiries because of it. So we want to address all of that from the beginning so that we know where what we are working with and where
Hmm.
you're trying to go, what it is you're trying to accomplish.
Hmm. Okay, so how often do you see that people's names are wrong or a missing letter or an added letter or an abbreviation? Like, because my name not Abby, my name is Abina, but I have seen something for Abby on my credit
And
report.
you may have even applied for something as Abby. But if there is something negative attached to Abby, we're going to say, no, I'm not Abby. And we're going to say my real name.
Yeah.
We're going to dispute that to get that removed
Mm.
because that is the way that they get it. They get it by anything that is attached to a name, even when it comes to addresses. Um, it could have been a P.O. box. If it could have been mama's house, things like that. They're trying to attach you to anything so they can say, yeah, that's your account. You did that. You was late that time. And we're disputing that because the law says it has to be accurately correct across all three bureaus. So even if it's the correct name, the correct address, if it's not correct across all three bureaus, we are disputing it if it's negative.
Wow, I didn't know that. So Experian can say something, but Equifax may not have it, or TransUnion may not have it. So then it don't need to be on my credit report.
It does not. We can
That's
dispute it.
interesting. Because let me tell you something right now. My student loans, they're on every credit report, every single one. Okay.
And the government is looking to get their money.
Yes, they are. Okay, they've made no mistake. They show up every month and they report on time. I don't even fool with them no more. I just pay the bill and just thank God that there is a way. One day there's gonna be a way out, and I ain't going back in. Okay.
Yes.
So how do, like, at what point of entry would you want people to come and receive your services? Because they're at different levels. So like, what does that look like?
Okay, so that looks like if you're the person that knows you want to purchase a home soon, come down. Let us look at it and see what needs to be done to prepare you. If you are the person that know you've jacked your credit up, that's fine. Come down so we can help you. It's all about education, no matter what your goal is. It's about education so you don't feel like you're in a merry-go-round, like you're spinning your wheels. The more you know, the better you'll do.
Now, do you all look even into like finances? Like, let's look at what you bring in. Let's look at what's due. And do you kind of help us better apply payments to get, the results we're looking for? Because, some people will need the hands-on. I'm the type that I'd be like, if I'm dealing with credit, I want hands-on because clearly my hands have done something wrong. So I'm going to be hands-off and I'm giving you access to get you back on track.
So we do have digital products that you can purchase to help you with things like budgeting. But more so, we are trying to educate you and instill in you the need to be able to see certain things and move about it a different way, whether it's telling you to pay off the smallest, debt first so that you can relieve yourself of one payment instead of a whole lot of, small payments. Whatever the case is, we'll try to direct you on different options, different ways to go about it to better your situation, though.
Okay. Now, my goal is to get to 800. I ain't seen 800 yet. So, do you have clients that you have brought to 800, and what does that look like? Like, what is that process like?
That is a long process. Unless you are already close to there. And I say that because it's not just one thing. There are many components of your FICO score and your reasoning for wanting to be in the 800 club, as they call it. It usually is just for you to be able to say it, because you don't have to be up to 800 to get the same. I can be at 740 and get the same interest rate you get at 800. So it's really just you want to be.
Is it just like a trend? Is it like a trend to just be at 800 because
it is
like I can really get the same benefit?
It's attainable. It's attainable.
Okay. I just want access to everything I want access to. If I want it, I want to be in a position to, if I apply for it, I can get it and get it at a great rate or get it at a substantial amount.
So let me tell you this, when you get to the 800 club, you are going to have to be one of those people that monitor consistently and stay after it, because as soon as you go apply for something, it's going to knock you back down. That inquiry even could knock you back down out of the 800 club. So it's a process. It's a journey. It's not a marathon.
So, is there such a thing as too much credit?
I don't think so, but I think that's a personal question. I don't think so. There are like standards, like for instance, a standard is, up to 5 credit cards. But you having 7 credit cards is not going to make your score worse, because it's really going to be about your debt to income ratio. How much credit are you carrying from month to month?
Interesting. Okay. The credit world is just so fascinating. I feel like it changes often. And I think I heard about some things changing last year. Do you know of anything that has changed, or any like tips or insights you can give us as things are transitioning, as we're in this economic inflated moment in life?
I am always going to say, do whatever you can to monopolize on other people's money, but be smart about it. One of the things that probably was trending that you're referencing was the medical bills. And that did change as of January. So now another thing, let me go back to the medical bills. Less than 500, they should not be reporting on your credit report. So if they are, you can have those removed. What I was going to say, though, is you're entitled to a free credit report every year. So annualcreditreport.com, you can go every year and get a free credit report. So you can see what your credit report looks like.
That's the first I remember. Yeah, I would say I remember during the pandemic, they allowed us to like pull our credit for like a long time for free. To get those credit reports a lot. And I did, and I was on it for a little bit, then I kind of fell off. I was like, whatever. But anyway, go ahead. I just wanted to throw that in there.
I was just saying that's going to be your first step regardless. When you sign up for credit repair, one of the key components is credit monitoring. You have to have it in order for us both to be able to see what's going on from month to month. But the key to that is pulling your credit report from all 3 bureaus so you can see and compare to see where you're starting it. And then from there, depending on your goals, we would talk about what you need to do.
Okay. And so what are some financial literacy things that you have in place for like the youth? And when we're talking about youth, like what age range are you targeting?
Okay, so we have an upcoming youth program that we've been working on. So it will be available in April. But I would say target your children as young as possible. I have 3 daughters, and I've taught all of mine, and they're at various ages. So right now I have 11, a 17, and a 27-year-old. And every year, each of them, even my 11-year-old, has seen real estate statements, because it changes from year to year, and they need to know why the payment is changing and what that means, and what, that extra payment, if you want to do that, or that shortage, what that means on a real estate document. You can use simple things like we tithe. So that 10% has come in handy when we're in a store and they want to buy clothes, and it's on sale for 30% off, because I believe in, if it ain't on sale, we ain't buying it.
Hello.
It helps them to be able to come up with it quick. Like, I already have to do 10% for church. So if it's 30%, it's 3 times that amount, it helps. Every little thing, even simple things like saving. Even if you have different piggy banks, as we say, or savings accounts, everything that you can show them. Grocery store, the rising of prices right now. So anything that you can use in everyday life to teach your children, I most certainly would.
Okay. I'm starting to, my oldest is 13 and I'm getting him started. I'm about to hire him to do
Right.
some work with us. And so he's excited and nervous, but I think that there is a lot of benefit when they can learn under the comfort of home
Yes.
versus when you an
Mm-hmm.
adult and you can't look back. I
Mm-hmm.
made a lot of mistakes along the way, learned a lot of things, and then still, digging
Mm-hmm.
myself out of the ditch for bad decisions. But at the very least, I can teach the next generation, my children, what not to do. Don't do this. Don't do this. But I'm also setting them up so that they're at an advantage when they're 18, 19, 20. They have a better foot in the door than I do. So do you have if you can give any tip to anyone in their credit journey, what tips would you give?
Um, my biggest tip would be budget. I was getting ready to say the same thing about your son. Since you're saying you're getting ready to put him to work, now is a great time to go over a budget. No matter how simple you think it is, it helps. That was one of the things my now she just turned 17-year-old mentioned to me that she needed to know before she got out in this real world. And everybody's perspective is different. Um, I have nothing to hide, so I actually let her do my actual budget. Her father thought that was a bit much for her to be all in my business, but it depends on you as a parent what you're comfortable with. But I mean, start them out. Let them see what it looked like not to have enough money, because it's better that they see it now and figure out how you're going to work around it than to get out in the real world and they've overspent and under budgeted and then they don't know what to do. So my biggest thing would be budget.
That is awesome. Listen, y'all heard her. Get your budgets in order. I feel like she's telling me she don't even know. Abby, get your budget. Look, I've been good so far, 2023. Now, granted, it's only 3 weeks in.
Yes.
I, I've been doing good. I've been doing real good. And, in order for me to receive change, I got to do things differently. And so I
Mm-hmm.
can't have the same habits. I can't have the same, like, ooh, it's on sale. That wasn't part of the plan this month. It can wait. And that helps, especially coming out later down the line when there's opportunities to invest. And I didn't spend my money on something that was on
Right.
sale. And my husband gets on me all the time. People like, hey, you gonna spend it now, but we have other things that we have lined up, and we never stop and save. We will never get there.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So I get it all the time. Anyway, thank you so much, Shauna. I appreciate it. Where can they find your business, your website? I know it's scrolling down below, but I also want them to
Yes.
hear it, like where they can find you and everything.
So on Facebook, we are SMR Financials, uh, as well as TikTok, Instagram is SMR_financials. And the website is smrfinancials.com.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Shauna. I appreciate it. Y'all make sure y'all get your
Thank you for
credits,
having
get your
me.
stuff in order. There are so many opportunities that we have as people, despite the inflation that's going on. There's still a lot of opportunities for us to move and shake as individuals and as us as business owners. And the one thing that connects both is credit. Credit is needed to be your credit needs to be together on the
Mm-hmm.
personal side, and your credit needs to be together on the business side to truly move and shake. And so it may
Right.
take some time to be uncomfortable, which I'm kind of in an uncomfortable space, but I understand that it's for a greater good. And if I'm not willing to be uncomfortable, then I'm going to always have the lack. I'm always going to have less than. These dreams that I have are probably not going to come to fruition because I can't work myself like a robot to get to it, but I have to actually implement some discipline in place while I'm trying to obtain greater and better. So I thank y'all for tuning in today. Y'all know how we do. We always trying to stay contracted. We're going to be contracted in 2023. I believe for Shauna, she's going to be
Yeah.
contracted with something on the government side in 2023. She's with the right group of people. So y'all make sure y'all bless her with your work, with services that she can provide. She's got digital products. So y'all make sure y'all flood her inbox. And until next time, I'll check y'all out later. Bye y'all.